Ooh, nice. Almost 1600s guy. With that as their team, that's cool. I think... Yeah, no. Cornerstone is annoying for Ninetales, isn't it? Because outspeeds and Okos it? Maybe with the defense boost? I don't actually know that. Ninetales is still good because of the Regidrago. I would assume this is... No, I feel like I've seen this before. I've seen the Delphox team before. It's like expanding force stuff. Do feel like I've seen this before, but I have no idea what to do against this. I go Ninetales and Landorus. Heatran's definitely coming. I believe it's going to be Urshifu. Yeah, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do against this one. If I remember the team, and it is the same team, the Delphox is max speed. Because it's base 104. Like, I know all these random things about Pokemon that's never used. Pretty sure it's 104, and that outspeeds Landorus Incarnate. So, yeah, you know, like, this is already fast. But I'm pretty sure my Ninetales outspeeds that Delphox. Now, I am very tempted to Rock Slide here. I could just Stomping Tantrum. Definitely Veiling. I think the Rock Slide is probably overall best. If they Terra Psychic Expanding Force to get rid of their weakness, then that's reasonable. But then I'll be able to Blizzard them. And do, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Rock Slide. If it was EQ, I'd have EQ'd myself. So they're just trying to set up Trick Room then. But if they do, I'm pretty sure the Delph, I can't. I'm thinking of one team that I've seen once. So if they do set up Trick Room, then theoretically my Landorus is underspeeding this Delphox. I don't get any damage on the Indeedee, so that's lovely. It is just Trick Room. Would be nice if my Ninetales undersped so I could Encore. But I believe I will Blizzard and Rock Slide to cover an Ursaluna switch in. Because Blizzard will still do good damage. And I should theoretically underspeed this Delphox unless they're like... Min speed should underspeed. Yeah, here comes the Expanding Force, right? It was probably worth switching Ninetales into Heatran, because that's a really good switching for it. It's Terra Stella. But at least they keep the weakness to Rock Slide. I'll take it. Now who's faster? Because my Landorus is reasonably slow. I should be living through Veil, right? Maybe the Stella gets me. Yeah, I do underspeed. A flinch would be wonderful. Look at that. Okay, no flinch, but Delphox should be dealt with because Expanding Force shouldn't KO Ninetales. Like so. Poor Landorus, but at least that has been dealt with now. Oh, the Life Orb, okay. They KO themselves. Fair enough. Encore would have been best here, I think. A freeze would be great. But Encore would have been great because then I can go into Urshifu. Well, I'm going into Urshifu almost certainly anyway. But then I would have been able to... Surging Strikes the Ursaluna that's coming in for sure. But now they can follow me. So they don't have their Flame Orb activated yet. They've used their Terror as well. I believe I will Blizzard. Do I sub here? I think sub's reasonable, because how many turns of Trick Room? It's 3, isn't it? Yeah. So I'll Blizzard here. And I will sub. Yeah, that's to follow me. I'm going to lose my Ninetales here for sure. Like so. I was considering hard switching to Heatran, but just in case it was Headlong Rush to cover for a Heatran, then that would have been not so ideal. But free sub, we take those. Now, I'm pretty sure I can see the path to victory if my Magma Storm connects with the Indeedee. Because double protect, then it's Terra Fairy and Magma Storm and then KO, right? Because Facade won't KO me through the Veil. Now if they go for a Swords Dance here, baller play. But I will protect with both. And then I will Terra Fairy. And like if they Swords Dance and then Facade the Heatran, good for them. But then if they do that, then my Urshifu could still maybe do it. Because they'd either have to follow me and then they don't break my sub, or they don't follow me and the Surging Strikes goes into the Ursaluna. So only really, I think, a Swords Dance could make this go wrong. And attack, don't Swords Dance. Good. Decent. And if they follow me again, my Zoom Lens activates, and then I get 90%. So that's decent. So then Terra Fairy, Magma Storm will KO this Indeedee, it will connect. Then Surging Strikes will go into Ursaluna. And if it's Regidrago in the back, I've got my Fairy Heatran out. What were the others? Urshifu, I'd still win. And Cornerstone, I should still win. Because I have my sub, so... Yeah, follow me again, so thank you. Yeah, it activates, so they can't KO either Pokemon here. Like, Heatran won't get KO'd to Facade. But it went into the Urshifu to break the sub. Just connect with the Magma Storm and I would definitely win. I say definitely. I'm very confident I will win if I connect with the Magma Storm. Thank you. Because this KOs, right? Yes, it does. And then this KOs. Like, I'm very confident this KOs. Yeah, easy. And I don't think the last Pokemon can win against me. If a Cornerstone is the only one that has a chance, right? Because then they could Power Whip KO my Urshifu because the Aurora Veil's gone. And then maybe if the Magma Storm keeps missing. But their Urshifu I'll beat, and it is Ogerpon, okay. So I would argue it's probably worth going for Magma Storm and Detect here, for extra chances to get Magma Storm off. Just because it is 90%. And my Heatran's a bulky boy, it can survive anything. Like, even an Ivy Cudgel crits, they'd probably have to do it twice to be able to KO my Heatran. And if it's Hornleech, they might not even be able to KO the... No, they'd be able to KO the Urshifu. I've taken damage. I've taken sub damage, so... Good play. But yeah, like I said, maybe even a crit I would survive, and now the game should be over, because that will be enough damage that I can go for Earth Power to get a KO factoring in Magma Storm chip. So the game was sealed if that Magma Storm connected. Because Earth Power and also Surging Strikes. Said that, forgot about the recovery that you could have got from Hornleech. But that's fine. Actually, the correct play there was sub, wasn't it? Because then if they attack the Urshifu like this, then I get my sub and get the extra Magma Storm chip. So yeah, should have Magma Storm there. Hopefully I didn't throw this away to an Ivy Cudgel crit. Yeah, the correct play was absolutely sub and Surging Strikes that previous turn. But didn't realise it until too late. like, if I connect with another Magma Storm, I should still be fine, right? Did I throw by going for Earth Power? Really hope I didn't. We've got a debate. Do you go for the Ivy Cordial crit or the Horn Leech Recovery? They're going for the crit. They did not crit. Crit would have got me, and I do connect. That's relieving. It's always a bit scary, but Zoom Lens is busted. Cannot trust 75% in the slightest. 90 is good enough. Most of the time. But it was good enough here, so I will take it. Yeah, didn't play optimally there. Sub and Surging Strikes is the guaranteed win. So, even though I won, I still need to get good. $64 points in 4 matches, that's pretty decent. I'll take that for sure. And finding people quick as well. That's good. And 1600s guy, even better. Look at this. Very legit team. It looks like Heatran should do well against it. Should be able to just go Ninetales Heatran, right? Andorus is great here. And I believe it's my Raging Bolt. Superior is not ideal. Urshifu is fine. I believe it is those. That's not a cool trainer card. Reasonable. So, one of the nice things about the Covert Cloak in Best of 1 is they don't know I'm Covert Cloak. In the tournaments, they know, and I got faked out 3 times in Nil even though they knew. But I'm going to get my Veil. And I'm hopefully going to get a sub because they're going to fake out the Ninetales. Like, their plan is going to be fake out Ninetales and Dragon Dance, and then the Flying Acrobatics is going to KO the Ninetales. However, no, because I get my Veil absolutely guaranteed here. There is nothing they can do to stop that. Also, did I miss that they... Did I miss a booster energy? I have a feeling I didn't see a booster energy. Because that's not the Dragon Dance one, that's the supportive one. And that is way better for me. Don't knock off my... Oh, they didn't fake out. Don't knock off my Zoom Lens, please. I want to hit. Just Tailwinds, that's fine. Do not care about that. And again, I don't care about parting shots. The entire point of Heatran is the Magma Storm chip. Do not care if you snarl me, do not care if you parting shot me. He says as he's going to miss a KO by 1 HP. But this is a perfectly reasonable start. Yep, just Flutter Mane. That's perfectly fine. I will go for Disable into that. There's the booster energy, so I didn't miss anything. Speed, please. Okay. Slightly worse, but, you know. So, I think I will attempt to disable here. It kind of has to be Shadow Ball to deal with the Heatran, right? Now, do I want to protect just to get guaranteed? Well, I say guaranteed disable. There should be a guaranteed disable. It is. They can't knock out my Ninetales. Yeah, I'll protect this turn. Because I'm going to get something nice, because this is the move that I'm disabling, and the Flutter Mane is the one they want to go for. Apparently it's Moonblast, so they ignore the Heatran and I could have attacked. But that's fine. So it was probably better that turn to disable... If I had to disable the Roaring Moon, that would have probably been better. But what I can do is I can switch into my Landorus here. And then the sub won't break by a knockoff. And then I can start chipping the Fluttermane. And they've Terra Poisoned already, which means that they are blown back by Stomping Tantrum. So I'm liking my position at the moment. Oh, it's Clear Amulet. Okay, so my knockoff will disappear. There's the Shadow Ball. That's what I wanted to disable. The sub should still disappear, but they went for Landorus, so they're ignoring Heatran completely. Do connect with Magma Storm though. That's good. Starting the chip there. And I will preserve the Landorus. Start getting the Magma Storm into the Roaring Moon. So that was not the most ideal. Clear Amulet is annoying. Losing my Choice Band is also annoying. But my Heatran is still looking pretty decent. It is a shame I didn't disable the Shadow Ball, but again, they're still just targeting down, ignoring the Heatran. Perfectly fine. Could have considered Terra Fairy there just so I didn't get the sub KO, but I think that this is definitely worth it. He says as he misses the Zoom Lens Magma Storm, how could you, Heatran? Now, they are special attack boosting on the Fluttermane. I might outspeed with the Ninetales. If I do, I get my Blizzard off, and that would be lovely. And I believe I'm just going to immediately Magma Storm. Reasonable. Because if this is a Tailwind, I get some very nice chip damage on the Roaring Moon. Although this, again, could have been a free sub. Yep, just Tailwinds. That's perfectly fine. That's not! Heatran! Your Zoom Lens! That's twice! How could you? And the Veil's gone as well. So I will take reasonable damage from things now. I'll attempt to Blizzard, I'm not going to be able to. And I think I need to Magma Storm the Fluttermane to get the KO at this point. Because things are starting to slip away. Because of those two Magma Storm misses, things are not ideal. Things would have been great if I'd have hit the Magma Storm. I'd have got so much damage, and now I'm not Zoom Lens anymore. And I've taken a lot of chip on the Heatran. But at least I hit this one, because that should be a KO, right? Yeah, it is. Now, I should actually strongly consider Terra Fairying my Heatran, even in this position now, because that means that I still completely wall this Roaring Moon. There is the Ogerpon, though. So Terra Ice is probably better here. Yeah, this would have been sealed up completely if the Roaring Moon had been hit by the Magma Storms. Because it would have been in Thunderclap range and all that stuff, and the Roaring Moon, the Raging Bolt would just win. But now it is not so straightforward. I'm going to put it into Thunderclap range, I think. And then just Breaking Swipe for some reasonable damage. Probably should have Terra Ice there. Let's just knock off. Not sure why. I'll take it. It's now. I should be able to Thunderclap and attempt to Magma Storm. And if they follow me, they don't get a KO here. And I'll get a Magma Storm into the Ogerpon, putting it in Thunderclap range. Right? Does this work? And if they let me Thunderclap the Roaring Moon, the Raging Bolt should just win. Go on, let me Thunderclap you. They did! Nice! I'll take it. So now, Raging Bolt should beat Ogerpon and Incineroar, right? Because they KO the Heatran, that's fair enough. But Intimidated Ogerpon and Incineroar surely do not beat Raging Bolt while also having to do a turn into the Landorus. Right? Because they have to go for Fake Out and Ivy Cudgel into the Landorus this turn. Otherwise I get my Stomping Tantrum / Terra Blast, and I'm going to go for Terra Blast. Giving my Raging Bolt enough time to win, right? Because 2 Dragon Pulses KOs the Ogerpon. I will attempt to Terra Blast. There's no reason turning into an Ice type. I might as well Terra the Landorus at this point. So Raging Bolt should be able to do it, right? Like, I know I'm losing my Landorus. It should be able to do it. It is going to be close, though. Oh, okay. Yeah, reasonable. Do they KO? Landorus clutches, that'd be amazing. It didn't. Yeah, that's fair enough. But, yeah, can Raging Bolt do it? It's going to be close. Going to be able to parting shot me as well. I might. It's going to be close. I can't see who's going to win here. Yeah, that's not much. That is much. It's got to be Thunderclap range, right? Will-O-Wisp is reasonable, so they don't have knockoff. And they get to stall out turns now as well. Yeah, they should be in it, get enough chip damage here. And the Dragon Pulse on the Spiky Shield. Because if they Spiky Shield here, there's nothing I could do to win if I attack there. So I have to go for this. And they're not going to be Citrus Berry either. Oh wow, that did nothing. Yeah, I won't win this. I've lost too much at this point. I think the key things were just the double Magma Storm miss. Like, that's a 1% chance to lose this. And you know, like, I will lose games because I lose Magma Storm. Because I miss Magma Storm. Yeah, because I miss Magma Storm. That's the sentence I'm going for. But twice in a row is very unfortunate. That Roaring Moon had been connected with either one, it would have been in range. Parting Shot means this survives, and now I lose. So, needed to go for the crit there, and then a crit Dragon Pulse. But I've lost too much at this point. So that is unfortunate. But that is what the GC can do. And that's the real shame because that was a 1600s guy. So that would have been some really good points. But I have to accept I will lose games because Magma Storm still can miss. But I think I've already missed 5 of them in 5 games. Which is a little bit unreasonable, I think. I'm sure someone's keeping count. And if you're not at the moment, start keeping count of how many Magma Storms I hit and miss. And whether it actually goes to 90%. Because that extra chip means that I would have done, being able to put the Roaring Moon in Thunderclap range immediately, and all that stuff. So, I mean, those 2 Magma Storm turns were turns I could have gone for Substitute as well, to be considered, but yeah, it will happen. And I'd prefer it happens now than in EUIC. It's still going to happen in EUIC. Like, I just have to accept it. Just on Lozo, okay. So I should be able to Ninetales and... Do I go Superior here? I won't be very good against Champo Dragonite as the lead. think I'll go with this. And then... Well, to be fair, Urshifu as a lead is good. Yeah, Urshifu as a lead is good. And then... Yes, like, definitely Raging Bolt. And then... Still like Heatran if I keep it for Terra Fairy. Landorus, I don't know if they're Oblivious or not, so it's not worth. And Superior is still good. But only against the Dondozo. So I'm going to go Heatran because it's good against the other things as well. That's a cool training card. Reasonable. So I'd assume this is going to be the Meteor Beam into the Ninetales, right, for the KO? Yeah, because that's just going to be the supported one. So what I can do here is I can attempt to Aurora Veil. Now, in fact, I'm going to Encore the Roaring Moon in case they Tailwind and they miss the Meteor Beam, and I'm going to sub. I get a sub here, because they're going to Tailwind and Meteor Beam and KO the thing, and this scouts out the Terra Grass on the Glamora as well, which is nice. That's not. That's going to be the flying. Are they immediately acrobaticsing? I guess they expect the close combat, potentially, as well. Hopefully this is Tailwind. It is just immediate acrobatics. That's not good in the slightest. Because that's just a KO. Well, this has gone horribly wrong already. Usually the speed boosting ones are just going to be the Tailwind support ones. So I was just Mortal Spin. That's fine because I've got Covert Cloak. Okay, so this one is now more reasonable. Because I can go for Heatran here, and I can Encore and sub. So that's a terrible start, but it's not the worst. Encore. It's just because like I want to disable the Roaring Moon, but then I open myself up to the Earth Power. So I think I have to Encore the Glamora here, and hopefully my Ninetales can tank 2 acrobatics. At least they've already used their Terror, which is nice, which means they can't Terror the Dondozo if that's waiting in the back. Oh, I can't tank 2. That's annoying. Oh, I wouldn't have been able to because of the Mortal Spin chip anyway. And I don't want to switch Ninetales, because Raging Bolt would tank the acrobatics, but then I would take a Mortal Spin. And I do not believe that is worth it. I will attempt to disable, if for some reason they think that breaking the sub is the priority. And I will Earth Power the Glamora. So this is still reasonable. I think this is still entirely doable. The Encore's going to end, isn't it? I don't think there's any point Calm Minding, because... oh, they're Assault Vest. Okay, then. No, they're not Assault Vest. What? They just tanked that completely. What? Hold on. Do I accept the poison here? Yeah, one more turn of Encore. So would Acrobatics break my sub? Yeah, I think I'm going to avoid the poison. Amazed that a non-AV Glamora can tank the Earth Power. Like, Heatran's clutching this, right? So if I keep my sub, I'm still definitely in it. Also, EVs are super clutch. Now, is this Dondozo or is it Chien-Pao Dragonite? It's Chien-Pao Dragonite, I'm feeling a lot more confident. But it is Dondozo, okay. I can Thunderclap it. I can also Thunderclap the Roaring Moon for the KO. It depends if they want to protect here so that they can break the sub. I'm going to Thunderclap here. I think it is worth Terra Fairing at this point, because if they Acrobatics KO the sub now and EQ, then that's bad. So I will double on those in. If they protect, they got me. But no, it's immediate switch. I'm fine with that. So I get a very good Thunderclap and also the Magma Storm chip going. Now hopefully Thunderclap into 2 rounds of Magma Storm chip into another Thunderclap is going to KO. If it does, I'm feeling pretty good. If it doesn't, oh no. But even still, Raging Bolt's tanking a just a regular old EQ, right? Because I'm still at full HP. I didn't accept the poison. Big damage. That is big damage. That is in Thunderclap range if I were to connect with my Magma Storm. Oh yeah, I'm not clutching 2 at EQs, am I? Yeah, no. So I must connect with this Magma Storm now. Heatran. I think that this episode has been a bit unreasonable. Don't you? Because that's 3 90%. Right, so... Protect and Magma Storm. But do they protect on this turn? I think I still need to do this, and then if they go for Protect to get some leftovers, which they don't, then I'm still in it. They subbed. I'm no longer in it. Because this will not KO the sub. That is quite frustrating, because that is 2 games that were very straightforwardly... well, I would have been 6-0 at this point, but now I'm 4-2. So, yeah, there's nothing to be done now. Heatran can't clutch it with the 1v3. Unless Raging Bolts gets a super low roll for some reason. But no. Yeah, that is quite annoying. I guess it's still technically not over. Because, maybe they miss all their Muddy Waters and all that stuff. But I would need a quadruple Protect to stall out the Dondozo at this point. I'm going to go for it. It's a Wing Condition. That is really annoying. Especially because they could have subbed on the Thunderclap turn and I got that right. They weren't lefties here. If they were like the Rocky Helmet one, Magma Storm may have been able to do it. It wouldn't have mattered anyway. 2 acrobatics KOs me, so yeah, I'll just lose here. I do lose. That's quite annoying. I mean, the Earthquake did nothing, so... I do just need to accept that zoom lens is not perfect. Not perfect. Like 90% is definitely good enough. But not in this case. Like, I think a 1 in 1,000 chance to go 4-2 rather than 6-0 is a bit unreasonable. But this is the GC. Like, to be fair, this is the GC. And things always go wrong in the GC. Like, I cannot explain it, but it's always the GC. Tournaments a lot as well, but, you know. At least I'm getting it out the way so it won't happen in EUIC. And that's definitely how it works. It's not how it works. I'm a maths teacher. I know how probabilities work. But it's going to happen. Getting out the way now so that I get the good luck in EUIC. So acrobatics will just KO me here. At least I'll find out if they were choice scarf or not, and I find that out. Nice information. But yeah, that's annoying. Like, even after the terrible start of, wow, they were just acrobatics KO'd the Urshifu, I was still very much in it and was going to win if I just connected that Magma Storm. But yeah, 3 misses in one episode, not ideal.